I kept hope and faith alive because everything was okay. The baby was healthy, but the shock came in when now I just finished my first trimester and I'm now going to my second trimester. Everything is okay. The baby is moving, going to the hospital. Oh, I skipped this part. So each and every time I go to the hospital, they use a Doppler first before I can go for my scan. So a Doppler is just like a little handheld machine where they take the gel, apply it on your tummy, and they use that check for the baby's heartbeat. But each and every time they use that machine, they will not find baby's heartbeat unless I go to the scan. But at this point, this lady took so long trying to use that Doppler, and I was just scared. I was just like, I just need you guys to take me for a scan. I don't want you using the Doppler anymore, because each and every time you use the Doppler, you don't find the heartbeat. I have to go for the scan. So the lady did what she had to do, like the traditional way. She used the Doppler. Then after that, she measured my stomach, and she's like, yeah, you're halfway through, and it seems like you're progressing nice. But at this point with this pregnancy, everybody has been asking me, have you ever had a miscarriage? Have you ever had a this? I'm like, no, I'm always the healthy being that I know. You know, like I've never experienced that. So when this one took so long, she had to call another doctor to come and use the Doppler on me. Then the other doctor was like, yeah, I'm trying. So they did it. They were pressing on my stomach. I remember at this time, I'm so happy, and my son was so happy. Each and every time we go to the hospital, he sees like the baby's heartbeat on the screen, and he'll go to school and tell his teacher and his classmates like, oh, mommy has baby in the belly. But now, since he's seeing the baby on the screen, he'll be like, mommy doesn't have baby on the belly anymore. Baby is on the TV screen, you know. So I found out that to be very, very silly. They transferred me to the other room. They laid the table. They called the radiologist for them to get to scan my tummy. This lady, she's so good at her job to a point that she felt for me, and she was so sad for me because immediately she put on the scan on my body, there was no heart rate, and she just left that equipment there, and she was like, I'm sorry, there's no heart rate. Then I was like, what do you mean there's no heart rate? She just stormed out of the room. She was very sad. She was so sad. She was shaking. And at this point, I'm like, you know, I've seen these things in a movie. It has never happened to me. I've heard people talk about it. And now it's happening to me. Talk about seeing heaven and coming back on earth. That was me. Whenever she told me that, I didn't believe her, and at that moment tears just rolled. Sorry guys, I was just like, what do you mean there's no heartbeat? Like, the baby was okay before I came here. I've not been experiencing anything. Guys, so hard. So when she stormed out, she said, I'm not the one to tell you this news. So they had to call the doctor. The next thing I know, 3 doctors in the room for them to come and confirm like there's no heartbeat. So I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. So the 3 doctors came in and they confirmed completely like my baby doesn't have a heartbeat. So at that point, we had to start the procedure. At that point, we had to start the procedure where they can give me medication for me to be able to I had 3 options for them to give me medication for me to swallow and my body start going through the process. But at that moment, I could not go with that option of me taking medication for me to start it's more like an abortion. For the I don't even know what word to use. I don't know what word to use. So for them to give me medication so that the body can start the process, inducing process for the baby to come out, But I was so far along, so that was not an option for me. The other option was for me to just sit around and wait for my body to act naturally so that I can I can have now the miscarriage. But I was so scared for me to just sit there and wait for my body to act on its own. So I needed some help with the professionals. So we decided to go through the D&C procedure. So with the D&C procedure is where they So with the D&C procedure is where, first of all, I live in Georgia, and Georgia, they are against abortion. So the only time you're allowed to have an abortion is when they take your baby's heartbeat and they know that there's no heartbeat. That's when they're gonna go ahead and continue with the procedure, right? But at this point, when the doctor came in, they've given me all the same day. They gave me the paperwork. Guys, I'm blanking out. They gave me the paperwork. I have to read through for me to go through the process. But even before that, guys, whatever made me cry and just so sad is we went with my son, and my son saw how sad I was, and I could just see my son in a corner holding himself, looking very helpless. That was the hardest, that is the saddest I've ever seen my son. But at this point, every focus is on me because I could not even control myself. I was just out of it. I'm just asking why, and no one can give me answers why, because they just say there's nothing you did. I'm asking the doctors, I've not been eating well. Is it because is it that the baby died because the baby was starving? Is it because I was not eating well? Is it because I was not sleeping okay? Just asking all those questions. And the doctor was concerning babies not having heartbeats, we can never tell you what goes on, because the study shows that in every 4 women every year, 1 experiences miscarriage, and it's unfortunate I was one of it. And they're just there's nothing you did. You've been a great mom. You've had your first successful pregnancy, and there's nothing you've done. Everything is okay with you. You've been a good mom. You've been a good harbor for this child. It's just that maybe something was wrong or something was not right. And that normally happens, like when something is not right with the baby. That what happens, like, but they could not pinpoint like what is the cause, because no one knows. So the only other option I could have done was for me to do like autopsy on the baby. But at this point I was just so sad, and I decided to focus my energy on healing and trying to be there for my son, myself, my family. I don't know. I've never seen my husband cry. I've never seen my husband sad. At this point, we just came home and we were all looking like zombies. We were just sitting there, not talking. I remember I didn't talk. I didn't talk for like almost 2 days. I was just there. You asked me, is everything okay? Yes, everything is okay. I tried to dodge. Once they give us paperwork, I tried to dodge, like I was in so much denial to a point that I had to go like 3 times. I had to go back to the doctor 3 times for them to just make sure that like the baby is normal. They're like, the baby is dead. So I went back. Like first day I came home, I prayed, and I remember, this is when I went back to the Bible. I remember my brother prayed for me. My mom spent the whole night praying for me. Everybody was just praying for me. And at this time, I was just so desperate. I was so helpless. And I'm just like, I wish my baby was just sleeping and my baby was not dead. And at this moment, I was just like, everything has failed me. Like, yeah. So we went, I did my three scans for me to just make sure that it's true. Your baby is DEAD. I came to terms with it. Now it was time for me to start the process. It was not easy, guys, and it has never been easy. It has never been easy. And the worst part is that my son will just wake up one day and he'll ask me, Mommy, how is baby happy? Is baby happy okay? Or he'll just be like, baby happy in the belly? Mommy has baby in the belly? He don't even understand what's going on. And I just came to a conclusion and decided to tell him, like, Mommy doesn't have a baby in her belly anymore, but babies take long to come by. That's what I had to tell him, like, babies take long to come by, you know, because that was the first question, and I didn't know the answer. I didn't know what to tell him, and I just had to tell him, Mommy doesn't have baby in her belly anymore, but it takes time for baby happy to be here, you know. So guys, that's what has been going on with me, and the healing process is not easy. It's not easy. It gets tough when you're so happy, you're ready to announce it to people, and you cannot announce anything anymore. It even gets difficult, like, for the few people who know it. They don't see you for a long time and they'll be like, where have you been? And they'll ask you, like, it gets so bad when I go back to work and people will ask, like, how is the baby? Like, how is the pregnancy? how to tell them is no more. I just walk away. I just walk away, go soak in my corner, compose myself, then I'll just come and tell them I didn't make it. The baby didn't make it. So I'm praying for all parents out there. Like, it's not easy being a parent, especially knowing that you are harboring a human being. You have all these imaginary faces in your head and you don't even get to see the human being. It hurts. Like, you being a mom who has full-time delivery, no one prepares you for that emotional, how will I say, for the emotion that it comes with, for the postpartum that it comes with, leave alone you giving birth to a dead baby. It's something else. It's something else. So guys, that's what is happening right now. So I'm on a healing journey. I have a great support system, my family, a few of my friends. We do have like therapists, we have a gynecologist, our doctors. Like, everybody's just rooting for us and making sure that I'm mentally okay. And I'm trying to also just be strong for my family and my son, to be specific. So if I don't post content so often, guys, please bear with me. Have mercy on me. Show me grace. The only way you can support me is by watching the other videos on my channel that you've not watched yet, as I try to heal so that I can be in a better place to bring you guys nice, motivating, inspiring content, because I'm all about inspiring people and not like turning people down. And that's why I have to take a break from social media. Thank you so much, guys, for loving me, for checking up on me, for all the sweet comments in the comment section on my videos that I post. I really appreciate you guys. And just know, if you're passing through something, if you're going through a difficult moment in your life, we have other people who have it difficult. We have people who wanted to like wake up and they could not wake up. As long as you're healthy and sound, that is wealth enough. That is a bonus enough for you to just tell God thank you and keep pushing for the better day as you progress through this life journey. Other than that, it's been nice sitting here chatting with you guys. If you want to know about my abortion process, please leave me comment in the comment section below. I'll be so happy to share it with you. But until next time, see you on my next one. Thank you. Bye.